objectives. Alpha secure.
What's going on, guys? NoleJP here. How you all doing today? I hope you all have been having an awesome week so far. I've been hella busy with work with my real job, but I always make time for you guys and have some fun on Call of Duty, so I'm back and we're going to do another episode of my awesome series of best class setups. And today we're going to be covering a straight up tank of a weapon. I haven't covered a gun from an LMG category yet, so I thought it was about time to do so. And to be honest, it's never really been my style to play with LMGs in Call of Duty multiplayer in the past, but I have found some serious love for this one, and I hope you guys will enjoy this video. Before we get started, if you're not already on board with me, take a second and hit that subscribe button. I always appreciate the support and kind words you guys have for me, and look forward to growing out this channel even more and making some more awesome videos for you guys. Remember, everything I do is for you guys. I hope you guys learn something from everything that I put out, whether it be going for nukes or these best class setups. It's all for you guys. So with that, let's talk about today's beast machine, which once again is out of the LMG category, and we will cover the R.A.W. Benediction, which we get out of the purple legendary group. If you guys have checked out any of my other best class setups, and there's a bunch out there on my channel if you haven't, so definitely go check those out as well, you'll see that I'm a super huge fan of the legendary / purple group. I don't really have many of the orange epic weapons, and in all honesty, I'm perfectly okay with that, because the purple legendary category is where the nuke feature is at, and getting nukes and good KD gameplays is what I like to do and helping out my team. Now, I don't know what R.A.W. stands for, I've never really looked into it, but I like to go with R.A.W. standing for real ass whipping when I run this class. Guys, this gun, like I said before, is an absolute tank. It's an area defender, and it's an overall showstopper if you know how to use it right. You're basically playing a defensive role for the most part, which is outside of my norm, but I embrace the challenge of not being up in everyone's face with an SMG from time to time. What I have for you guys in the background is a really solid gameplay I picked up using that so-called real ass whipper on Retaliation just the other day when I started testing this variant out. I had so much fun getting this gun to where I liked it and felt very effective with it, so hopefully you guys will enjoy how the gameplay and scoring turned out. Just don't judge the gameplay only on the first half, because I was really getting pissed off at my teammates for not helping to push out the spawns, and we were basically getting trapped for a little bit. But the second half was a completely different story, so keep watching it and I think you'll enjoy it. Now, the R.A.W. LMG set, as of the making of this video, does not have a variant that carries the nuke streak right at this point, but I'm hoping with the upcoming DLC next week that they will finally introduce one, and you can bet your ass I'll be picking it up and going for nukes if that does come out. But for now, we'll just go with high kill gameplays and making the other team frustrated, which is a lot of fun on its own. So let's get into the nuts and bolts of this variant, and let me show you guys what I think will be a best class setup and an effective weapon for you guys to try out for yourselves. So just like we always do, let's start out with the title bar and see exactly what this gun is all about. This variant carries one of the sweetest preloaded combinations in the game, in my opinion, and just helps make this version of the R.A.W. an absolute beast. We are given Sharpshooter, which increases damage range, and my absolute favorite, aside from the nuke, which is my ultimate and only favorite, we get the Gambler, which gives you an additional perk with every 3 kills, up to a max of 3 new perks after 9 kills in a row. The reason I like this one so much is that if you remember back in the MW3 days, we got the good old specialist bonus after a certain number of points were earned, which gave you all the perks in the game at once. Gambler isn't that powerful, but I typically run 3 to 4 perks in my normal setups, and to have 7 perks on at any one time in the game is a huge advantage if you could stay alive. The only thing that really sucks about getting the perks with the Gambler is that there is no call out from the announcer voice on what perk you actually get. You literally get a little pop-up tag in the bottom of your window on the right-hand side that tells you what perk you got, and most of the time I don't have the time to look down there and see exactly what I got before it goes away. So I usually figure out what perk I got based on my character doing something else while I'm continuing on with the game. But that's just a side hate towards the game, and hopefully they fix that with some kind of patch. Anyways, though, let's take a look at the stats for the RA on a base level. Good news right off the bat with the RA is that the range is already at 80 of 100, and fire rate is pretty decent at 63 out of 100. The RA is a 3-hit kill gun, so fire rate is not that big of a deal. Mobility could use to improvement as well as accuracy, so that's definitely what we'll be focusing on with this setup. Now, with the Benediction variant stats, we see that we get a +4 range bump for the Sharpshooter build-on only, So let's take a look at the attachments I added to bring this gun up to a killing machine standard in my eyes. Remember, my goal is to improve accuracy and mobility with this setup, so my first pick is the always loved Quick Draw, which gives you a +2 accuracy boost, as well as that Quick Draw feature for hoping to win more gunfights. Foregrip, which adds another +7 to accuracy. Suppressor, which adds another +3 to accuracy, but does take a -5 hit to range, which is totally okay. And finally, to add some boost to the mobility, I've taken the stock, which gives you a +4 bump. The gun itself as an LMG is very loud, so the suppressor is definitely an added bonus and helps keep you a little bit more hidden and doesn't give away your position. Now honestly guys, you don't need a ton of mobility with this gun. LMGs are not run and gun type weapons, so 55 out of 100 is still mobile enough to evade and get around as necessary. Now if you guys have seen many of my other videos, you know I'm an iron sights player to the max, unless it absolutely helps out the weapon, and this is one of those weapons where I absolutely recommend a sight. So I took the ELO sight just to have a sight on there but not impair my vision, put the blue dot on it from the supply drops, and added another +3 to accuracy. So with everything attached, the stats now look a lot more healthy in the needed areas, and a balanced killing machine is what you've basically developed. We're now sitting at 70 out of 100 on accuracy, and remember guys, an LMG typically does not have that much of a kick, so putting some good accuracy on just makes it that much more of a tank. Damage we really didn't touch because it's a 3-hit kill in most cases, range basically where we started, and mobility is now at 60 out of 100. To finalize the loadout, I've taken 2 perks, which are Ghost and Scavenger. I will make mention to you guys that because the R.A.W. Benediction is an energy shot weapon, or energy shot type weapon I should say, when you're not shooting, the ammo in your gun automatically starts to reload. This is a really important quality to this gun because you do not, and I repeat, do not waste a perk slot on dexterity for quick reloads. I think the clip size when you start out is 70 bullets, or 70 energy bullets I guess you would call it, but keep in mind it replenishes 1 bullet every 2-ish seconds. But luckily the animated reload is still relatively fast compared to LMGs in past COD games, so it's really not that big of a deal. Scavenger is definitely a good perk choice so that you can blast away when needed, pick up that free ammo all around the map when the kids you just mowed down are laying there dead and you're walking all over them. I also normally run Dead Silence, but not with this class. Remember, you're not running and gunning with this weapon, so you don't need to waste a perk slot on Dead Silence, and I just chose to leave it open. Remember, you get perks with the Gambler, so you're likely to get a red perk after 3 kills anyway, so just let it ride. And finally, my score streaks to keep me informed are my classic UAV, counter UAV, and advanced UAV setup. Even though this gun doesn't have the nuke streak, that ever-coveted XXX Juggernaut medal is still out there to be obtained by getting 30 gun kills in a row, which is an achievement just like the nuke. It's hard to get, but oh so sweet when you obtain it. One thing I will mention is I went back and forth about carrying a secondary weapon like a pistol or Oni or something just in case I got into a tough situation. But honestly guys, this variant has a pretty decent hip fire, and with some decent thumb control on your sticks, you still can evade and give yourself enough time to pop off 3 shots and lay the enemy out. So I'll throw up a quick clip of the full loadout on the screen for you guys to check out. Definitely take one of your loadout slots and give this one a try. I definitely think you guys will have some fun once you get used to carrying around a bigger gun. So with that guys, there you go, another beast class setup video in the books and another good loadout for you guys to take out there and put to use in your own gameplays. I really hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I have getting to test it out. Honestly, for all that was wrong with Infinite Warfare from the start, I'm having a blast with these various weapon choices we get and testing out some of these guns I may have never otherwise tried. I was hooked on the NV4 for the longest time, but I really haven't touched that gun in the past maybe 3 weeks or so, and I don't miss it at all. So on that note guys, I will leave you with the remainder of the gameplay that will be wrapping up here in the background pretty soon. If you didn't earlier, please take a second and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and any of the other gameplays that might be out there on my channel that you guys can check out. I have another awesome Nuke gameplay coming up for you guys in my next video, so check back for that here in maybe a day or so. I think you'll really enjoy it as well. Enjoy the rest of your day everyone, and the weekend ahead, and I will catch you guys on my next video.
We're holding all points. Defend. We're in the lead. You're halfway there. Keep it up.
Moving.
You're needed at A. Assist your team at Alpha. Enemy has Alpha. You're needed at C. SETDEF has C. Securing A. Alpha secure. We're winning this fight. You're needed at A. Mission accomplished. A good day's work.